Good afternoon, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. Today, we're going to be opening up a package. And as I open this up, there's not really a whole lot to talk about. So I'm just kind of rolling with the flow today. I say that because of a couple different reasons. One, silver is pretty unloved right now. I'll be honest, right now I'm even frustrated. It's not high enough to be happy about the price, and it's not low enough to want to be buying. I won't say that when I say want to be buying, I have magic numbers that I look for, and right now, we definitely ain't at those numbers. So I'm just kind of a little bit in limbo and going with the flow and waiting to see. The big thing I'm really waiting to see what will happen is the end of this month. I'd love to see a drop. I've said that time and time again, a drop at the end of the month, at the end of the first financial quarter, so at the end of the third month, hopefully we'll see something good. What the heck is that? Let me look at something real quick, because that doesn't look like... Wow, nice. Nice. I'm already liking that. I'm hoping that is... I'm curious what year that is. Because this was supposed to be... This order was supposed to be 3 our choices and 3... what was the other thing? 3 Liberty Britannias. Or I'm sorry, Britannia Liberties. And I was pretty excited about that, because you never know what you're going to get for the our choice. Usually it's our choice and it's usually rounds. But nope, these are not rounds. These are something else. So I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know if they all will be yet. Boom. Give me a quick second here just to stack them properly. Boom. And boom, yeah. So I've got 3 and 3. This was a special deal. You guys, this is mind-blowing. I'm super excited to have gotten the our choice and gotten some Canadian maples. You never really know what you're going to get from Universal Coin and Bullion. I'm hoping that it's the year that I like too. I don't think I'll be that lucky to get both. Let's see here. Okay, so you can see it is the Britannia. I'm sorry, it is the Maple Leaf. Duh. And, okay, it's not the one I wanted, but that's okay. That's awesome. I'm still happy with that. I really like the Maple Leafs from the 2023 because it does have the double date on the Queen. So that was pretty cool to have seen that. However, these are phenomenal. I'm not going to lie. You pick up something like this as an our choice. Look at that. Can't really beat that. I think all 3 are probably going to be the same at a quick look. It basically goes by whatever they have in stock is what they're going to send when it's an our choice. And, usually it's straight up rounds, but this one, not rounds this time. And then you guys have seen these. These are the Liberty Britannias. Pretty cool there. And like I said, silver is unloved right now. It's not really living up to what people want for it. I know there's a lot of us that are looking for a dip, and a lot of us are looking for a climb. And I know someone left me a comment the other day saying, you said it doesn't really matter what the spot price is. It doesn't, but there is a magic number that I am looking for in terms of... Oh, nice. There he's kind of got the, almost like the uniform. Here, it just cuts him off at the head. So, it really doesn't matter to me what the price is. I've been stacking for a while. I'm stacking right now. The price has been down, but then we've seen that nice little climb. It's up, $2 off of its dip now, $2 higher. I've slowed down my big package purchasing. You guys seen I opened up some pretty big packages with 100-ounce packages. So, yeah, What do I think about it? All I can do now at this point is just kind of wait till the end of the month, see if what I want to happen is going to happen. There was an obscene amount of borrowing ounces at the end of last week, which tells me that maybe someone's getting ready to make a beat down move. We'll see how that plays out. For those of you that don't know, when you borrow, that's basically shorting. You're borrowing ounces to sell them back on the market to lower the price, with the hope of once you lower the price down, then essentially you can snap them all back up at a cheaper price. Now, I think that it's probably not going to be our typical beatdown. I'm expecting to see almost like just a big drop, just like straight up drop, starting probably next week sometime. If it's going to be fast, it's going to happen probably closer to the end of the month. If it's going to be a slow beat down over a few days, then it could start as early as next week. We'll see what happens. This is Tuesday that you guys are watching this video, so I don't really expect much. Still been spending a lot of my time watching the cryptocurrencies. I know there was a vintage Bitcoin whale the other day that moved something like 3,000 Bitcoin around, and this was an account that had been there from the early days. So now questions are, circulating that are we about ready to see a big drop in Bitcoin? You guys know my viewpoints on cryptocurrencies. I think the technology is good, but I think silver is going to be here to stay. I'm not going to sit here and beat down Bitcoin. We'll see what happens with it. I hold some cryptocurrencies, and a lot of the subscribers of the channel are holding a certain amount of cryptocurrencies because they believe in the diversification of their wealth. Heavy into silver, a little bit into Bitcoin or other cryptos, and maybe they've got 401ks and that type of stuff. A lot of people do have that type of stuff. Most mainstream financial advisors are going to tell you that you should have probably 5% of your wealth in precious metals. In my opinion, I think that's extremely low. Especially right now, because I think that, we're about ready to really get into a gold and silver boom. But I know a lot of people say that people have been saying that for a while now. And each year it just kind of lets us down. And to a certain point it does. But I think one of these days we're going to just wake up one morning and we're going to see a $2, $3 jump. Next day, another $2, $3 jump. The next day, another $2, $3 jump. And then we are off to the races. And, once you see that once or twice, you can assume it's checkmate and that we're going to keep seeing the price go up because, really, this price is just ridiculous. Anybody that really follows the charts knows that this price is ridiculous, that we are at half the all-time high. And essentially, it's just not really doing anything. A lot of people, too, right now are looking at what's going to happen at the next Fed meeting later in the month. Are they going to raise interest rates? Are they going to lower interest rates? Or are they just going to keep them the same? My personal thoughts are they'll probably try to just keep them the same. Why? Sorry for yawning. If they do go up on the interest rates, it's really going to hurt the banks. And if they go down on the interest rates, then yeah, everybody's happy except for the inflation. And the stuff we buy is just going to get more and more expensive. And with that happening, it does really irk people out there, especially during an election year. So I think that the safest play is just going to be for them to kick back and say, oh, well, we're going to lower them later on in the year. Is a really good chance. This is the kind of talk that they're going to say. It's a really good chance. Things are really looking good now. We expect to be lowering the interest rates as early as the next meeting. We are there. We're pretty much there. We were going to do it today, but we're changed our mind and we're just going to roll in with the next one. And that way I know we're in a good place. That's the kind of talk that I expect that we're going to have. Reason being, they know the situation they're in. They can't really do anything. They're like that deer in the headlight look right now. And even if they let on to saying what I just told you, we can't lower interest rates and we can't raise interest rates. well, that looks just as bad for them too. They don't want people to realize the amount of debt that we are in. We talk about it all the time. We know how much debt they are in. We know how the economy works. We know what's happening. We see it in the gold price as the gold price continues to move higher. We see the nervousness in people with the Bitcoin price continuing to go higher and other cryptos, not just Bitcoin. And as you start seeing more and more money flow into assets, it can only lead to one thing. People realize that things are scary. They're nervous about the way things are, and they know if inflation hits, then they think their assets are safe in terms of the stock market, the 401k. These things are going to go up with inflation, and yeah, food prices might go up, but all this other stuff's going to go up. Silver, gold, Bitcoin. But here's the thing. I won't lie to you and tell you we can't see a pullback. I mean, if things get really bad, you could see a pullback in every category. However, with that being said, I'm not convinced that they can keep silver and gold, a very popular commodity around the world, low forever. And the reason being, if there's a devastating pullback in the markets, in the economy, in everything, then a lot of people are going to buy up the opportunity for cheap gold and cheap silver if it goes down. And they're going to put their money in there because they know that it is a true safe haven asset. Now, here's the funny thing. I talk to people that are Bitcoin enthusiasts, and they tell me, they're like, I think Bitcoin's a safe thing, just as safe as precious metals. That's what I hear from a lot of them. And, to a certain point, I guess anything can be safe until the people decide that it's not. And I think the people now are starting to get away more from essentially the dollar. Even American citizens are getting skittish around the dollar because they see what's happening. They see they're overprinting it. More and more people are talking. They're trying to learn how to get into precious metals, but they just don't understand how. They haven't taken the time to follow the videos on this channel and even on other channels. But as the movement continues, we are going to see some drastic changes, I believe, in the price of precious metals. And when that happens, that's going to be it. It's going to be off to the races. So even though metals are unloved right now, I'm just going to keep on stacking. I didn't pick up a big order. I mean, you guys see the order I got today. Just 6 little ounces. Not even enough to really put a dent in anything. But it is 6 more ounces. And, when panic sets in, we could see these ounces just drastically skyrocket. And I do love this ounce, especially these, because I like the fact that there's only 260,000 of them. So that's what, makes these popular for me. And then the other one, the Maples, being the sovereign coin. So pretty cool on that note. And you can't beat the price. So with that being said, I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much. I should have started the video out with this. Thank you so much for yesterday's 100 thumbs up. So pretty cool on that note. Keep an eye. We'll see what happens. And I thank you all for watching. Take care, everybody, and have a great day. Bye-bye.